This is the card we're going to be doing today. Isn't it pretty? Oh my goodness, I love this designer series paper of the Northern Lights and the Light and Wonder dies, I think it is called. It makes a beautiful card. It is stunning. Isn't that gorgeous? And that's Lost Lagoon. And I'm told, I hope this is right, that it goes up in the air. It starts and it goes up, does not come down. So when you do your card, you have to do it like that. A pretty Highland Heather, Lost Lagoon, Highland Heather, that, the Berry Burst, gorgeous grape, Azure Afternoon, and that's your Secret Sea. This is the one I'm using. So I will show you what I did with it. I'm not going to do it, but I put it in my cutter and cut this part off. Don't want this in my card because I'm going to lose this because the lights have to go up. So I can't use the top of my card because I'm doing it 5.5 by 4.25. So I have to cut the top off. So I just ran it through my trimmer, cut that off, and then I use this with the die and cut my trees out of it. These dies are gorgeous. I just started small. I use this on this piece here, and then I flipped it the other way, and I did another cut and got as many as I could out of it so that I could do the inside and the envelope. So that's what I used from this on my card. Then I used this as a snowbank and I put this below it, and that formed my snowbank and the edge of my pond. Then I put this on Balmy Blue, this one right here, and cut it out, and I have Balmy Blue that matches the white for the snowbank. And I have put that all together so that I don't have to do it on screen. I'll show you what I did. Good grief, that's not going in there easily. So I'm going to put that aside. I use the Peace on Earth. Had my hand over it. Then I use the Merry Christmas from Jolly Holly. May the spirit of the season bring you hope, happiness, and love. So there's the Peace on Earth. And there's the spirit and the Merry Christmas. And that is part of the trees that I cut out upside down on that piece of paper. And there's more of it so that I have decoration on my envelope. So we will get started. Hopefully this won't take too long. See, I showed you I cut it out and then I just put them together and I Scotch tape them. Put Scotch tape on here so that I can hold this, and I will glue those down, those little itty bitty pieces, and put them on the card. Now since this isn't a full sheet like I want it, I need it to be, because I cut it all off up here. This is the only one that it will happen on because the others have design on the top of the piece, not on the not just on the bottom. So I cut my curves again. I cut actually 3 of these. 2 curves with the trees, and then this one and the lake attached to it. So I am taking this gorgeous silhouette that I cut out, and I am just going to put it down here. It's 6 inches. I cut everything in 6 inches so that, because it's going to be 5 3/8 actually, and 4 1/8 this way. So I want to have pieces that fit the whole thing. Now, when I'm doing this, I don't need them, but I am going to glue that there, and then I am going to take this one and glue it, and then I'm going to cut it off because it's just too much hanging out. So you got to get this. It's because of the curve of the tree, curve of the trees, that I am just going to take my scissors and go like that for right now. And then I'm going to cut over here off. There. Just makes it easier to handle it. There we go. Now, I am, sure I am. So this I am going to bring down here, but I am going to get a different one. I have a couple of these, because I tend to mess them up. So I kind of wanted this little section to be in there. Can you see that? The berry burst right there, and then the gorgeous grape, and then the balmy blue and the azure blue are all in there. So I kind of want it there, but I also want it to get it so that I have it up high enough that I have 4 1/4, 4 1/8, sorry. Because this is 1/8 inch smaller. So I gotta get this at 4 1/8, and then, yeah, can't pick anything up, can I? So put that there. And then, yeah, that will give me enough. So I just have to get this so that I'm not taking this edge off here, or part way. If I took it off up here, it would be okay, because, but if I'm like there, some of that will disappear, and who knows where it is. So I just want to get it all on, or get none of it on. So actually, I am going to put this sideways, get out my glue, I just find it easier if it's something like this, to go like this. And then stick that away, and then pick this up and glue the rest. And hopefully I'm not gluing too far down that it's not going to be covered. But if it's not, at least I have the thing underneath. Silicone mat, that's what I was thinking of. Okay, so squeeze those down. I don't think I have any glue there. Put that down. I am just going to make it easier, I am just going to do a quick cutting. I got glue on that and I don't want to get it on anything else. So I get rid of that glue. And then I can work with this. Okay, put the measure on right there, and if that goes there, that should be good. So I am going to go like that, because if you don't glue it down, it will pop out. Right like that. Now, I probably glue the edge. Again, one never knows what I'm going to do. Try not go to your edge, but yeah, see, I glued down here, which is past. But what I will do is just get my and let it dry. So I am going to put that there. So I am going to be doing embossing, heat embossing. So I'm going to turn my heat tool on, and then I will bring in my embossing tool kit, embossing additions toolkit. Well, I did have a embossing buddy right with this, but I don't see it. So there, that way when you do the embossing buddy, nothing sticks from the oils on your fingers. There's my peace on earth. Well, I don't know what I did. Especially because I went over it with the embossing buddy, but oh well. That's why I have more than one brush. Oh, I wonder if I pressed it down too hard in the... I betcha I did. I pressed the A too hard when I got the Versamark on it. Be careful how you do that. There's something stuck there. It's like some glue was there. You notice I'm just going slowly back and forth to get it all covered. I'm aiming it off, and then it will not burn my paper. And I'm trying to get the shape back in my paper. Oh well, I will glue it. So you can see that it's all shiny. So what I did is I used my adhesive remover, and I took it all off and started all over again, patted it really well, and then literally just started over again. Yeah, I gotta get I can do my small one. I love my small one, but sometimes it's just too small to do. So I will quickly, whoops. I put it where this edge, I can feel the edge, so that I am just taking off that. And then here, I'm doing the same, and only here, it's right here. So it's right to the edge. I make sure it is back here. There. And now I am going to cut it at 4 1/8. And each card's going to look different because you never know how much the lake you're going to get left on there. Just depends on where you put everything. So I got to get this off here. Oh my goodness. It's sticking to me. So I am putting this on. Runaway lid. I haven't switched my glue bottles out. I should do that. easier. Now I am going to bring in this. And get my tweezers. Actually, if I do this, it will be easier and quicker because I'll do both of them at the same time. We used to have round sponges like this, and you'd buy a package of, I don't know, 3 or more, and then you cut them into several different, like 6 or 8 pieces, because they're in a circle, and you just cut it in half and then cut each thing down. So yeah, that's not what I wanted. It's that one I wanted. So that's it there. There we go. And this goes on the envelope. There we go. Trick-or-treaters are out in full force. It's Friday that I'm doing this. Trying to get ahead of the game. So, there we go. Now I am going to put this on. And this is the whole front of the card, which I find very difficult to do. But I wanted as much of the design as I could possibly get. So I had to do a full sheet, well, full half sheet. And hopefully there. I don't know, that there's a little edge there. I cleared my desk so that I would have could find or have room to do what I was doing. So I'll just pull out another pair. I might not be able to cut that. It's so thin. I might just have to leave it. There's, yeah, I think I've got that. That's the worst part off. So, put this, maybe if I do my words, it would be easier before I had put it in. Might be easier. One never knows. And hopefully it's in the center. If it's not, oh well. Now I'm bringing out my Merry Christmas. And hopefully that's straight. I didn't get glue on my fingers. Yes! stick this in here. And that will be it. Thanks so much for being here. I truly appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to spend it with me. And if you could like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel, that would be wonderful. And let me know what you think of my card. I think it's very, oh, no, I've got to finish it. There's 3 stars that I got to put on here. Got to find them first. There's 1. There's 2. I know I put 3 in here. Well, I will find it after I get off, but until then, I will glue this. And I did 1 up here. There it is. There it is. They're so tiny. I just thought these stars were gorgeous in the night sky, northern light sky, just beautiful. If you could like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel, that would be wonderful. It helps me grow my channel, and more people would be able to see my cards. And I hope you think that that's a good thing. Thanks so much for being here. Bye now.